It's all those lessons that I've learned through previous builds that come right up to now. You customise something to create your own feel, and it's things like the motorbike that repay you with people coming up and saying, hey, that's an incredible bike, how did you build it? It's things like that that lead right up to building a car from scratch. I always thought it was going to reflect who I am and actually be a part of who I am. Looking at it now from doing 2 years of hard work on it, I can honestly say that that car is exactly me. There's not a car out there that is me, and I don't think there ever will be. And I always found that I would modify my cars so much, but at the end of the day, they were always just a production vehicle. It was something that, yeah, I modified, but I didn't build. I just wanted to build something that was 100% me. If I was awake at night in bed, I would just think about what I wanted this to turn out like. And it just got to a point where it just had to be done. There was no two ways about it. Of course, it might not be the perfect time to do it, but when is, you never just take that jump and start something, you may never do it. The relief of getting in and actually doing something was really good to put steel to steel and start welding and start getting some shape after all those years of thinking about it. It's just late nights where you're working by yourself and you do start to go a little bit crazy. There's been times when I've had to walk away from the project for weeks just because it becomes all too much. You just get to a point where you don't think you can go on. You might not have the right headspace, or something in your life might be going on and you can't think about it right there and then. And that's when it's good to just walk away and just refresh. I think it's the challenge of actually overcoming that issue that you have during the build that sometimes motivates me even more. It's the hard times that I guess define me as a person, because it's something that you know, you can't give up on this now. You've come so far and you've built something that is close to actually being what you want it to be. In the beginning, it was just all about building a car. I didn't understand the process that I would actually go through, the amount of hours that I was actually going to do, and the extent that it was actually going to be built to. I think when people look at this, they're not going to get the total extent that has actually gone into it. Every single component was built, it wasn't bought, it was produced by hand. There's just countless hours into everything, and everything has come out of my head. I haven't really worked with any drawings, no one else has influenced the build. It's just 100% me. I don't really look towards the end, it's more what's happening next, and I'm probably going to miss coming out here and seeing something that isn't finished when it's finished. I just really enjoy having something to work on all the time. It's something that I'll never get rid of, something that I'll have for my whole lifetime, I'll hopefully pass down to my kids. It's just pure art to me. It's something that I dreamt about for years. I spent a long 2 years and a lot of hours doing. To get to that finishing point, you just think, wow, that's actually going to be one of the biggest achievements of my entire life. I've gone through so much with it that I think it's built me to be someone different than I was 2 years ago. The people that I've met and talked to throughout this journey are probably some of the people that I would call my closest friends. Every time I look at it, every time I'm going to drive it, it's just going to be something more than just a car to me. It's been bigger than the actual build itself. The journey has really enriched me as a person, and it's something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.